Hey guys, today I wanna show you my new react of top 10 worst movie of 2015. Please see it.
Now, well, they can't all be winners. But then again, they didn't have to be this bad. Welcome to WatchMojo.com.
I've been waiting for you.
And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 worst movies of 2015.
Saddest thing you ever seen.
For this list, we're looking at movies that had their theatrical releases in 2015 and that were panned upon release both by critics and by audiences.
Drink, right? The fourth one from the back, not the fifth one, not the third one, right? Because it was the fourth one, you know, stay cold but not too cold.
We'll also be looking at whether or not they underperformed at the box office, although that won't be a major factor for their inclusion here.
Is that fair? I don't know, Dad. You tell me. You're a genie, right?
Number 10, Jupiter Ascending. Remember back in 1999 when the Wachowskis blew everyone's minds with The Matrix? And everyone eagerly awaited their next great film? We're still waiting.
Always expecting the worst from people.
Funny how often people exceed those expectations.
This movie centers on a cleaning woman who becomes mixed up in destiny and space and something. Ooh, pretty colorful shot. We don't really know, because the screenplay was atrocious, and the movie seemed more like a showcase for special effects than the presentation of a coherent story.
It can be difficult for Terces or people from underdeveloped worlds to hear that their planet is not the only inhabited planet in the verse.
Even a talented cast couldn't save this Wachowski's disaster.
The next mistake, I hold you accountable.
Number 9, Hitman, Agent 47.
You, my friend, are a riddle to me.
Here's what the beginning of an open letter to Hollywood should start with. Please stop making movies based on video games.
You're locked in here with me, and you just brought me mine.
Why on earth did you think adapting Hitman would be a good idea when you already tried it and failed at it only 8 years ago?
How about dying with a little dignity?
Well, now we have an even worse film based on the video game because of it. Holding an abysmal 7% on Rotten Tomatoes, this new Hitman movie not only did fans of the game's disservice by taming the violence, but it also created a worse version of Agent 47 and pumped product placement into it.
They want what's inside our DNA. The speed.
There were even some points that we forgot we were watching a movie and not an Audi commercial. Number 8, Taken 3.
Good luck.
Okay, Hollywood, we get it. Liam Neeson is a badass.
By now, I'm sure you know who I am. You know what I'm capable of.
You can stop now. In this third installment of the Taken trilogy, the title doesn't even make sense for the story, as it features Neeson running around trying to clear his name of a murder rap.
All you have to know is I'm innocent. Give me 2 days and I can prove it. I can find out who did it.
Rather than dealing with someone who's taken or kidnapped.
You're always saying I'm so predictable. I wanted to shake things up a bit and make it a little less predictable.
Not only was the story completely by the numbers, but it also seemed like they weren't even trying with the action anymore, as Taken 3 was actually PG-13 tame and quite boring. Neeson appears to be phoning it in at this point, as are the writers, with the movie featuring some of the worst dialogue we've ever heard.
None of this is making sense to me, Stuart.
Thank God this is supposed to be the last one.
Try anything funny and they'll kill you. And if they don't, I will.
Number 7, Aloha.
You know what? Don't ever have any regrets.
You could tell that this movie was going to be terrible just from the title. To be fair, it had all the makings of a great movie. A killer cast full of A-list celebrities, and Cameron Crowe behind the camera.
Why did it all go bad?
We don't know what went wrong here, but, well, something did go wrong.
Yeah, and you know so much.
The cast was completely wasted on a non-compelling script, and Emma Stone's character's last name is Ing.
Here I am complaining about my sunglasses.
Here I am complaining about nothing.
What the hell is that all about? Not only was the romantic comedy drama a critical failure, it also bombed at the box office.
You sold your soul so many times nobody's buying anymore.
Honestly, how do you have this cast and make a bomb? Madness!
But I am the better owner and a much healthier option, too.
Number 6. 50 Shades of Grey.
I would like to know more about you.
Yes, here it is. You can all breathe a sigh of relief now. You could almost hear the public groaning when it was announced that this erotic romance novel about a businessman who's into sadomasochism would be made into a movie.
Oh my god.
As was expected, basically everything was awful about it, including the writing and the acting.
It's just beyond this door.
What is?
My playroom.
Like your Xbox and stuff?
But who cares? We all know what everyone went to see it for, right?
Is this what you want?
But even that was bad. In the end, the movie was ripped apart for being an excuse for middle-aged women to watch BDSM, which probably isn't that far off of an accurate critique, actually.
Everything you play is so sad.
Number 5. Pixels.
Preliminary indications are that we were attacked by Galaga.
By who, sir?
Galaga.
Is it cheating to include an Adam Sandler movie on this list? This one admittedly showed some promise, as it was directed by Chris Columbus.
I'm just a loser who's good at old video games.
Starred Peter Dinklage.
I know what you need. You need the fire blaster.
And was about classic video game characters attacking Earth.
Hello, my sweet little boy. Look how big you've grown.
While Futurama may have already done that, it's still an interesting concept.
Quickly, to the escape tunnels!
Many didn't think Sandler could get worse than the cobbler.
Why? What have I ever done for you?
But he proved us all wrong with yet another unfunny, forced, and juvenile cinematic experience in Pixels.
Brenner, help me out here. No, you're doing great. Keep going.
Okay.
And yet, for some reason, people still go to see his movies, as proven by the fact that the sci-fi action comedy grossed almost $245 million.
We have something better than light cannons. We have a positive can-do attitude. I'm kidding. We are all gonna die.
Number 4. Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
I, like you, didn't choose security. Security chose me!
Hey look, another Adam Sandler film. While Sandler was only a producer on this sequel, the action comedy does star Kevin James, which is really just as bad.
Still got it.
The story sees Paul attempting to save his kidnapped daughter from art thieves, but it's really just an excuse for tired fat jokes and segue gags.
I heard you're pretty good at one of those things.
I've been known to dabble.
Oh! Because those were so funny the first time. With an abysmal 13 score on Metacritic, this Paul Blart sequel was one of the most hated movies of the year, and was most likely just an excuse for Sandler and his buddies to go to Vegas.
What's with the cape? Why are you wearing a cape, Con?
I came straight from a haircut.
Number 3. Mordecai.
Go upstairs and freshen up. You smell like a horse.
All we can say is thank God for Black Mass.
Look at his face.
Because without it, Johnny Depp's career could have very well have been over in 2015.
Everyone knows you're broke.
It's not that outrageous a statement considering his starring role in this awful movie with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Joanna, love of my life, apple of my eye.
Which follows a bumbling art dealer trying to recover a stolen painting.
Well, if you won't do it for me, do it for Queen and Country.
No. All right, Queen and Country, travel and living expenses, reasonable overhead.
While it sounds like an innocent Pink Panther ripoff, the movie was panned across the board for being far too weird and for its dumb, immature humor.
You were lunching with my wife?
Let's look at the photographs.
Yes, let's look at the photographs.
Audiences didn't take too kindly to it either, as it only grossed $7.7 million in North America, officially making it a box office bomb.
Do you need help with your bags?
No, I do not need help with my bags. I have a f***ing manservant.
Number 2. Fantastic Four.
Reed, you're insane. Thanks.
Okay, we're surely getting tired of superhero movies by now, no? After getting an unwanted reboot of this franchise, fans and critics alike were left flabbergasted by the movie. which turned out to be unlike anything they've ever seen. And that's not in a good way.
If you want to stop him, it's gonna take everything you have.
With a talented cast absolutely wasted on an atrocious script, the superhero flick is full of continuity errors, contains pacing that's badly in need of editing, and ruined fan favorite Dr. Doom, with poor characterization and design.
You don't know anything about what's coming.
What is coming?
Doom.
The director practically disowned his own movie with a tweet, claiming studio interference was at fault.
This guy doesn't take orders well.
Yeah, especially from people who say, I don't take orders well.
Seriously, this makes the previous big screen iteration look good. Yikes.
Look at me!
Sue, look at your hands.
Before we grimace in remembrance of our top pick, here are a few honorable, or in this case, dishonorable mentions.
Day after day, I'm more confused.
I've missed so much. There was a hole in this family, and I filled it.
I, Jerica Benton, am living the most unexceptional life.
Welcome to Neverland!
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but he's dead.
Yeah, listen, how about if Vince and I come in and see you today?
See me? Why?
Something wrong? No, it's all good. We're just gonna come by the office this morning. You free?
For what? What's wrong?
We need more money. Bye.
What's going on? Noises in my room.
You hear noises in your room? Okay, well, Daddy will go up and make sure everything's...
Number 1.
I know.
United Passions.
Football Association will be the Fédération Internationale de Football Association.
Premiering at Cannes in 2014 before finally receiving its theatrical release a year later. This drama about the origins of FIFA has a score of 1 on Metacritic and a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It means nothing at all.
If that wasn't bad enough, it also holds the distinction of having the worst opening weekend of all time in US box office history, making $918.
Our accounts are disastrous.
Criticism cited its boring and unexciting story, and allegations of corporate brown-nosing, as it was 90% funded by FIFA itself.
Worst of it is, I don't know where the money's gone. I mean, I have my suspicions, but I can't be certain.
One critic even called United Passions cinematic excrement. All of this may make you want to watch it out of curiosity, but trust us, don't.
The intellectuals can protest as much as they like with their banners and their tracts and speeches, but then what? Nothing is forgotten.
Do you agree with our list?
Not really.
What movie do you think was the worst of 2015?
Yeah, I guess I don't think about it too much.
I can see that.
For more painfully great top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
I might have made a colossal mistake. Colossal.